A man gets a job at a fancy restaurant, let's call him Fred. After years of honing his server skills at different restaurants, Fred finally manages to land a job at his dream workplace in Athens, Greece. He sits down and has a talk with the owner, who tells him all about the history of the restaurant and all the policies he needs to be aware of as a new member of the team. The one he is most fascinated by is the no small talk with customers rule, as Fred loved to get to know his clientele. It often ensured a better tip. The owner said, "Our one and only priority is that our guests are served and happy. Do not ask them about their private lives. Do not ask them about their day. Don't even ask them how they feel." One of the other workers explained the policy to Fred. Some guests, which are coincidentally rich, often come with different women to the restaurant. Fred quickly connects the dots and decides to give it his best. It's a European restaurant, so he's already paid a decent wage. Better than all his former jobs, no need to worry about tips. One day, a man comes in with a weirdly humanoid chicken. Why is it humanoid? Well, it's a normal chicken, but has long human legs, almost like a female model. Fred serves the man the whole night. When the receipt arrives, the man reaches into his pocket, pulls out a few bills and coins, and puts them on the table. As he leaves, Fred goes and takes the money, and to his amazement, it's the exact amount. Coincidence? And why the random chicken? The man continues coming into the restaurant every couple of days, and Fred is always the one who serves him. The trend continues. Every time the man is about to pay, he sticks his hand into his pocket and always manages to take out the exact amount of money needed to pay the receipt. The chicken is always by his side as well. Fred can't take it anymore. He needs to ask the guy about the matter. No company policy will get in his way. It's just too specific not to ask the man about. So the next time the guy comes in, Fred does all the usual. And finally, when the man is about to pay, Fred stops him. "I have to apologize. I am completely aware of the company policy, but I just need to ask you 2 questions, otherwise I think I'll go crazy." The man looks at Fred and recognizes him. "Oh yes, I know you. Always a pleasure when you're my server. Feel free to ask me anything you want." Fred is excited. He didn't think it would go so smoothly. He tries to look as cool, calm, collected as possible and asks him the first question. "How come you always have the exact amount of money that's written on the receipt? You never count the money, you just reach into your pocket and bam, perfect amount." The man smiles and tells Fred a little story. "You wouldn't believe how lucky a man I am. One day I really wanted to buy a fish in an aquarium. It's been my lifelong dream after watching many YouTube videos of beautiful aquariums. Wouldn't you know it, the first fish I buy happens to be a magical fish. It told me I've saved it and therefore it would grant me 2 wishes. I'm well aware if I wished for $1 million or $10 million, however much money I'd eventually spend it all, so I just asked the fish to always give me the amount of money I need for any situation in my pocket." "Genius," Fred exclaimed. He would never have thought of that. "You're absolutely right in doing that. I gamble from time to time and would have probably lost all my money really fast. This is an amazing workaround. What about the random mutated chicken, though?" "Well, here's where I screwed up," says the man. "My second wish was a chick with nice legs.